Hey loves, welcome to my YouTube channel. Actually, this is my first YouTube video and I hope you found this video amazing. On this video, I'll be sharing with you small financial mistakes that might seem small, but actually they might cost you a lot, even your peace of mind later in life. So if you're in your 20s or you're just starting your money journey, watch this video to the end so you'll be able to avoid all these financial mistakes that are traps to your money. So you'll be able to avoid them and build a strong financial future for yourself. So let's get started. My number one mistake that I actually see 20s or young adults do is living without a budget. The biggest mistake is not having a budget at all. And I know most 20s they live without a budget and they don't even track their money. At the end of the day, they start wondering where their money went to, how they spent the money. Let me tell you this, budgeting is never a restriction. Rather, it is a means of simply telling your money where to go. Some people will start wondering, how do you want me to budget now? You can use notebooks or your journal in your phone or some free apps that are also good for budgeting. You can use them to budget. And when you start tracking this your money, you find out that all these relevant things, or you start to see that unnecessary stuff that does not really matter took all those money. At the end of the day, you start going broke. So when you notice this, or when you start budgeting, you notice that when you go to the market, you will now see that, oh, when I went to the market that day, I spent this money on this thing when I was not supposed to do so. But the next time you went to the market with a budget or a list with you, you found out that you bought exactly what you wanted. You will even be having some change with you. That's what I'm trying to say. Budgeting is the key. Stop living without a budget. Number one mistake that I just listed that most 20s do is that they live without a budget. So me, I'm here telling you that you should start today. After watching this video, when you are going to the market next time, go with a budget. Budget is the key. Two, ignoring emergency savings. Most adults or most 20s, they actually don't save for emergency, which is wrong. Life is full of surprises like that of phone loss, job loss, or even medical bills. Saving for emergency is a good thing because once maybe you found yourself in that shoe of a phone loss. Remember when I lost my phone at the market? Like I was not saving for emergency, and at that period, I did not have money to buy a new phone, so I have to wait for like 2 months later before I could get that phone. Imagine if I was saving for emergency. Maybe that would have just taken me maybe 1 month or like 3 weeks to even buy, but I was not saving for emergency. So I learned my lesson there that it's good to save for emergency. Like what I just said, phone loss. Or when sometimes you see some people, they'll start saying, oh, I did not budget for this money. Oh, my charger, I did not budget for this. It's good to save for emergency. How to avoid all this trouble of or all this panic of borrowing. Because if you save for emergency, you start feel at rest. Maybe for example, that moment you need that money for emergency or for that medical bills, and you have saved for it. So when that thing comes, you'll be like, oh, you'll be like kind of relaxed because you know you have that kind of money in your account. You can aim small. You can start for 5,000 naira for emergency. Then you can start saving 10,000 naira. The next thing you do is to save for 100,000 naira. Aim for small. The starting point is kind of hard, but I'm yet to be telling you that you can actually do it. So start small. Aim leads you. And three mistake I actually see adults do is living above your means. It has a very, very, very fast track of falling into debt because most adults or most 20s they actually like try to fake life. Don't allow peer pressure to trick you or the Instagram to even trick you. Don't even allow that to get to your mind. Most people they live above their income or their allowance, and most 20s actually are fond of that. I remember then when my friends they'll just go and borrow money just to buy bone street of 100,000 naira, sometimes 200,000 naira. That's not the money they have, just because maybe a friend of them has maybe a color, that color. They're like, okay, let me just buy another one, let me prioritize the person or plagiarize the person, which is wrong, it's not good. So please. And at the end of the day, you see them start asking for their friends, please, can you borrow me 5,000? Oh, what do you want to use the 5,000 to do? You tell you that, oh, I'll pay next week, but actually, I want to use it to pay the debt that I'm owing. You see, debt upon debt, paying upon like moving from one debt to another debt, which is very wrong. Please don't live above your means. Just live below your income. Yeah, if your income is 50,000 naira, you should be living like what you are buying for that month should be 30,000 naira. You should be saving the remaining one. So I'm here telling you that living above your means is a mistake for financial growth. It's not a good thing. Fourth mistake is delaying investment. Most people actually think that investment is for the rich or the older people. Investment is not for the rich or the other people. Investment is for everybody, no matter your age, no matter your status. Investment is for everybody. The earlier you start investing, the better you could handle money. You can start investing with just 5,000 naira. You can invest in mutual funds, digital wallets, and so on. There are so many platforms for you to invest this 5,000 naira on. Or I'll be doing a video. My next video will be how to invest 5,000 naira account or whatever foreign stock you want to invest it on. Investment is not for only the rich, it's for everyone. Stop delaying it. Or imagine investing in Ample with just 5,000 naira. At the end of the year or within 2 years, you see that that 5,000 naira have borne you more money that you could even take off. Don't forget this, that compound interest rewards the early birds. That is to say, first come, first serve. Actually, I don't really mean that. But what I'm trying to say is that the earlier you start investing, the better you could see money flowing in you. The fifth mistake is relying only on one income. Most 20s rely on their income or their job allowance. Imagine living in a country with high inflation and you're just surviving by one income. No. Most people in their 20s don't actually explore other forms of income. So they just rely on just that their one job. And living in a country with high inflation is actually not something that I would recommend for my fellow 20s or young adults. So it's wrong to start relying on one job. You can also go into other side also like online service, freelancers, many more. There are many more other platforms. Add this side also like 500 from that side also, 1,000 from that side also daily can sum up to something, and that will be even enough for you maybe for that month. You sometimes you end up not touching your income or your allowance or maybe your saving because sometimes you hear okay, this my salary is 60 20 20, and at the end of the day even that one you want to save you spend it too. Side job is better. It's good to explore other forms of income also. Now we are in the sixth mistake that are also common. No financial goals. Actually, most people they just be like, "Oh, I want to save," and at the end of the day, in fact, they'll just maybe a new year once is every new year. Because I remember back then that when we go to 2021, I was like, "Oh, I want to save. I'll be saving 100 naira maybe by the end of like 365 days. I know how much that money will be." I was like, oh, 100 naira, that money will be this amount. Even one same time, I was like, oh no, let me increase the money to 1,000. By the end of the year, maybe 365 days, the money will be 300 and something thousand back then. At the end of the day, I end up not even saving that kind of money. I did not even save it. I didn't even keep up to it because I just wake up in the morning and just like, I want to save. So what I'm here trying to say that having a financial goals keep you going. Like what are you saving for? Is it for rent, school, travel, or business? So having what you are saving for in mind, like a specific reasons, that's what actually keep you going. So if you want to save any amount of money, be specific and be measurable. Like when I mean be specific, be like, oh, this money I'm going to save by the end of the year, I'll be using it for a business, or by the end of the year, I'm going to travel. By the end of the year, this is what the money will be, or in this kind of month or in 6 months I'm saving 100k, which is a measurable and a specific amount that you are like you're giving yourself. So that financial goals alone is going to make you very disciplined and it's going to give you direction on how you're going to end up at the end of that day. You see yourself that you have actually achieve that goals. You have actually achieved that financial goals that you have for yourself, that you're saving 100,000 naira for 6 months for business. Adding a financial goals to your money journey is something that will keep you going. Before you know, you see yourself achieving those goals you need in your mind. And the next step is not learning about money early. The biggest mistake ever is staying financially ignorant. And school won't teach you the basis of money. That's why you see many people falling into debt, scams, and they waste many years trying to recover. That's why you see it's good to read finance books, it's good to follow money tips online and watch videos like this because the more you learn, the more you earn, and the more confident you become with money. You understand what I'm trying to say? The more you become very, 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 very confident with money. Like this is actually a bonus, which is difficult money conversation. Like finding money conversation difficult. Most people they don't talk to their mentors about what's actually troubling them about money. They don't talk to their parents, they don't talk to their friends, they don't talk to anybody, not even their mentors, they don't talk to them about money issues that they actually want or about what's bothering them about money. They don't actually see it at. It's good to talk about money. It's good to have that conversation with your friends, your parents, your mentors. Ask questions. Don't be shy. I remember this statement that says, those who ask questions never get lost. Please ask questions about money. It's good, and don't be shy about it. The earlier you face money, the better you can handle it. And before I come to the end of this video, which of these mistakes have you seen or have you made in the past or you have seen others make? Put this in the comment section. Please do well to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification button, because when I drop the next video, you will be the first person to see it. See you on my next video. Bye, love.